So I was on Facebook and I saw Mark posted something. He's a friend of mine on there. I know him from the studio because I'm a finalist there.
Yes.
And I saw that he said there's a play of his that got accepted into a monologue book as one of the best monologues. So I tried to look for the play, The Headhunter. Couldn't find it. I sent him an email and I said, I can't find this fucking play. Where is it? And he said, I'll email it to you. So he emailed it to me. I read it in like 2 days and I said, can I use this play? I want to use it. I want to ask a member to work on it with me in session and or use it for my final audition or, And so then I kept thinking about it and I saw my friend Glory Cadigan, who started the Planet Connections Theater festival, the Planet Connection, and I asked her, is there any way we could be in this if I found a good play to work on? So then she said, let me see what you could do. The person running it this year is so-and-so. I sent him an email. I asked Mark first if we could do it, and Mark's like, yeah, if you get accepted, you could do it. I'll let you have the rights to do it in the festival. So they said yes. And we...
How long ago was this?
was like in May, June, the end of May, I think. I'm bad with time. And we didn't know who was going to play Casimir. I knew I was going to play Salvi. Yeah. And I knew Scott because he was a finalist at the time. Now he's a member.
Actor studio member.
He's an actor studio member. He made it to the next level. They kept me as a finalist again, which I'm grateful for. And I saw him working and I saw it, and he's a great actor. So I wanted to work with him on something, and then I knew he could do this character. I knew I could play off of him. I knew we could create some magic. I think I'm a great actor too, which might sound arrogant to say it.
I love it. No.
So we could work off each other and we could do something great, So we started. I sent him the play. I told Mark saw him do some work and was like, "Oh yeah, he's a good actor. Use him if he could do it." So then he did it. I sent him the play. And he's like, "Okay, we could do this. Let's do this." And then
It's the birth of the Headhunter.
Birth of the Headhunter, and then that was it. We got the director David Diaz Jr. Then we got Nicole Amaral to do the stage managing, and a couple of months later, here we are.
Yeah.
We got like 5 days left.
Days away. Days away.
So we've been. I mean, you could tell them how much we've been together doing this stuff. I mean, I see Scott more than I see anybody. I see these people. We're working. It's like 24/7 job trying to really sink our teeth into these characters and the story, and we don't want to do nothing false. So we want to do something real.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's certainly been a big challenge because I think for both Ali and I, I've never done a two-hander this big.
Can you get closer? It's got the mic. Michael, we'll go over there.
It's okay. We're okay.
Okay.
So I'll pick that up. Yes. So the challenge, doing any play, first of all, is got its challenges. Doing a two-hander that's 80 pages, and in this case, nobody ever leaves the stage. Right. It's just us that's there the entire time, and we have to. We had a lot of lines, we had a lot of dialogue that we had to get down, and so we knew that was the first part of the challenge that we were going to tackle. So because we knew we were going to be married essentially through this whole process, and that we could learn together, right? So it's been a lot of early rehearsals where it was just Ali and I reading the play down, reading it for Mark, talking about stuff, talking character and all that. But then outside of that, Ali and I did all this homework. In the evening, we're still doing it, of course, too, where we have a day of rehearsal, we run lines, we go home, we eat, and then we Skype each other, and we're running lines. Ali even came and stayed at my house this weekend, and we literally did a weekend marathon session of just getting all that Mark's wonderful dialogue It just, you know, encoded in our bones.
I'm laughing because tell them the story,
Why?
man. Tell them the story.
You should tell the story.
Yeah, tell the
Yeah,
story.
bring it
Quick
up,
little story.
bring
So Ali and I, our families are away from us right now. We're basically flying solo, the two of us, and we knew this would be good because to a certain degree, we can get into this later too. Our characters are lonely guys
Yeah.
who have each other, and they're, and so anyway, Ali came to stay this weekend, and we just, you know, like I said, we just dedicated ourselves to the work. And so we're jamming and jamming and jamming, and then we'd stop and we'd take a break and we'd have some lunch, and then, you know, we'd rest our brains for a second, we'd jump back in again and just jam it and jam it and jam it and jam it. And we're drilling all of Mark's beautiful dialogue. And then at a certain point, we realized it was almost midnight. It's like, okay, we've gone hard. And we were getting bleary. We were kind of looking at each other, you know. You kind of hit that point where your brain, you know what I mean? It was like, we just didn't think we could do anymore, you know, been all day. So we decided to take a break, go to bed. And so Ali goes downstairs in my place and we have a little guest room down there. Good night. And as I'm walking away, he goes, hey man, it smells like gas down here. Like, what are you talking about?
She got real,
It smelled like, you know, like, we went down there and sure enough, it smelled like there was a gas leak or something, which is, you know, it's a bit of a thing. So, I don't know, we kind of futzed about deciding what we were going to do. We didn't know what to do. And then finally we wound up outside of the house on the street going, well, we shouldn't be in the house if it's a gas leak. We called for some, you know, some repairs, and they eventually came. But I guess the great part about the story is that while we were waiting for this, you know, for the guys to show up, Ali and I were out. It had just rained. This is kind of a very beautiful memory. It's very romantic, isn't
It
it?
was very romantic.